Attorney-General Mark Dreyfus is facing a push to be axed from Anthony Albanese's second-term ministry. Joining us live now is political reporter Ruben Spargo. Ruben, what more do we know?
Ash, it's being reported right faction bosses have agreed to dump Mark Dreyfus from the Albanese's second-term ministry in favour of another Victorian Right MP, possibly Sam Rae from the seat of Hawke. The Australian's reporting that Mark Dreyfus, the Attorney-General in Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's first-term ministry, is fiercely fighting back to maintain his spot within Cabinet. Of course, we've seen here today in Canberra MPs returning to Parliament House for the first time since the election, where a caucus meeting will be held tomorrow where these positions will be discussed. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese was speaking to Sky News earlier where he was attempting to set the tone for this cabinet reshuffle. The composition will, of course, be influenced by the states and the factions represented within the expanded caucus. Here was the Prime Minister.
Government brings with it responsibility, and no individual is greater than the collective, and that includes myself. And we need to approach this term with humility to make sure that we deliver on the commitments that we made to the Australian people.
The Greens are experiencing a different approach after experiencing a bruising defeat in the lower house. It's set to hold just one seat. Here was Anthony Albanese on the outcome for the Greens.
The Greens political party, I think, lost their way during the last term. They held up important legislation. That demonstration outside my electorate office turned off my local community. I tell you, there were people I ran into who were like, why on earth are people blockading people from getting help?
That demonstration the Prime Minister was mentioning, of course, the Greens deputy leader was involved in. She's claiming the party's vote did hold up. The Prime Minister has a busy afternoon here. He's given us a bit of an insight into his busy phone schedule here. There will be 7 phone calls in total. It includes a conversation with King Charles, the Prime Minister of Japan, the Prime Minister of Thailand and Manila in the Solomon Islands. The Prime Minister will visit Indonesia next week for his first overseas trip since being re-elected. It certainly looks like Anthony Albanese is keen to present Australia as a middle power in the region. The PM is prioritising relationships with Australia's neighbours.
That's important for Australia. Our relationships with the world are critical. Just one little fact is 1 in 4 of our jobs is trade dependent. And so I'll be talking with Ursula von der Leyen as well of the European Union. That's an important relationship for us as well as the relationship in the region.
We'll get that deal done, you reckon, with the Europeans?
Well, we'll wait and see.
Ash, I don't think anyone was expecting that news on Mark Dreyfus, but anything can happen during this period as Labor MPs prepare to meet in Canberra tomorrow.